We've been talking about someone you know who takes good photos, and now I'd like to ask you one or two more general questions related to this.
Mhm.
Let's consider, first of all, photos in general. Do you think people today take more photos than they used to?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think in the old times when the film is really was really expensive, like you only have. I think I remember that it was 36 frames, and you have to take it to the shop and let them bring it out for you, something like that. And but now they use the digital cameras. They can take thousands of pictures without. They just need one. External disk for the photos. So I think they just carelessly take as many photos as possible. And I think the biggest problem is they take so many photos without even look at the beautiful landscape or scenario with their own eyes. Yeah.
Do you think the quality of photos has improved over time or the opposite?
I think it's improved together with the cutting edge technology. Yeah, because we have the cameras that can capture every movement of every organism on Earth and even outer space. Yeah.
Do you think people should take lessons to learn how to take professional photos?
I think when you want to take professional photo course, then you should really consider if you really devoted for that course because it's not as a hobby class or something. It's a professional, so you have to have bigger motivation and give
Like,
yourself.
like what sorts of motivation should people have to take professional courses?
I think like they should have they should pursue some some interest like they like to some people they like to take picture of nature, some people like take picture of people out on the street, some styles like that, and they should have a clear goals before they enroll in that course.
Now let's consider media and photography. What are some of the differences between a written news story and a news story with photos?
I think a news story with photos has a more powerful effect because when you look at the photo, you can be when you look at the photo, then the image comes right at you as soon as you look at it. But with a written news article, then you just read the news and it everything in that happen. You can only imagine it. You don't have any specific image to look at. Yeah, so I think a news article with photos is more accurate.
Is it a positive development that news stations ask people to send in their own photos of a news event as they are happening?
I think it's really interesting because nowadays, with the advance of technology, then everyone with a smartphone and internet connection can broadcasting their own news. And if some events are happening, and they can send it or live stream it directly to some broadcast station, and they can become some type of journalist themselves. And I think it's important because it shows that the public together with the broadcast station, they are working together to deliver a news that are happening at that moment, right at that moment. And it's real because it's come from a real person, not from some journalist. People might say that it has been edited if some journalist shows a news, but if one real person live stream some event, and they might say that it's a true story. Yeah.
Has journalism changed since photos can be sent immediately from one side of the world to the other within minutes?
I think it has changed a lot because when some events happen in some far away countries and you have internet connection and you can access it, so you can upload it right away at that moment, and it could be important to inform to all people around the world what's happening right at that moment. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.